may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defense...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there out of Kamara. 68 yards on the ground. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
1st down, Jaguars.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Chris on travel.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. A big run by the big man Fournette, and even 50 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Bravo.
Watch twist. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hit it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield now. Forced out to his left. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
14, Jaguars 13.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go with Kamara. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 24. Check 24.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it, it's a fake. And this is caught, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Now Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Minshew sets to throw. Flushed out right. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew, and he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 50. Check 50.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
1st down, Jacksonville.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I'm trying to collect.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Kill. Hey,
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set, 180. Up, 50. You're not ready. Switch.
He may try and run for this. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Alert.
First and 10.
Mayfield to throw it this time. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Kamara. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They run. It's Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, high 7. Hurry.
50. Let's go one more. Mike, 50.
Hey, alert.
To throw, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Ready, set, recon, 132 fighter.
I can't believe they let you play.
Hey,
They let you play.
Alpha. Deuce. Deep river.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Now Minshew, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, that one complete. He finds Shark. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Shark. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Quick the edge. Go.
Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jamie Gillendow on presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Keep getting those touchdowns.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Chubb on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. On fourth down, they snap it to Mayfield. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And that's caught inside the 35. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll move the Sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Mayfield now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Here's Kamara off the draw. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 16-yard line.
From the 16, Mayfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd and 9, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready?
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Slam.
Shoot.
They'll run with Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
180!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Alert, 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 alert!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
They're not ready for this.
Mayfield escaping the pressure right.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Here's Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, wahoo!
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start... Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Oh, going deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the run, it's Fournette. Breaks the tackle now with Allen. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. A 20.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
3 down. Hey, Delta. Anybody's coming, watch.
Mayfield now. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield on 1st down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Seibert on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Hey, box drop.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The tackle made by Miles Jack. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at.